So, all right, let's begin. So first of all, we're going to give you some general Gen 2 info. I'm sure most of you guys have actually already been clued in on what's going on. So if any of you guys have not seen our release info, I shall put it in the tweet as well. But here, yeah, So February 21st, 3 p.m. EST will be the whitelist pre-sale. This will run until February 22nd. 3 p.m. EST. The public sale will start at February 22nd, 4 p.m. EST. So cool, So this is the details of the mint. 24-hour gang. That's right. That's it. So yeah, so essentially that's just like the main, basic rundown of what's coming with Gen 2 Mint. Obviously, the price is going to be 0.16 ETH if um, 0.16 ETH if you have no blood at all. Okay, if you have 100 blood, it's going to be 0.12, and if you have 200 blood, it's going to be 0.08. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 female vamps up for slots, and then yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the most basic important information for Gen 2, and then I think Ryan can take over the next update.
Yeah, so the next one, if people haven't already seen, is that the Pixel Vamp claim is now live. So as of a couple of days ago, you'll be able to claim your Pixel Vamp for 100 blood. I see that there's already 1800 of them being minted, so a lot of people are loving the Pixel of Imps. So that claim's going to be open indefinitely. So if you are wondering what you should spend your blood on, I know a lot of people who have smaller amounts of blood are wondering whether they should get the Gen 2 discount or whether there's any sort of rush that they should be getting their Pixel. But on the Pixel front, that's definitely not a priority that people should be worrying about, as you'll be able to claim it forever. We also plan to have some sort of system. I know right now some people are wondering how they can know whether the pixel has already been minted, which the easiest thing to do at the moment is to just go to the OpenSea Pixel collection and see if the Vamp ID is already there. But hopefully we can get something out like we did with the bats, where you'll be able to see through our site whether the pixel for that has already been minted. But yeah, be sure to check out the Pixel Vampires Discord channel, which is under the Getting Started category, to know how to claim them. But it's just through our dashboard, and you'll just burn 100 blood for the opportunity to mint it.
Yes, thank you very much, Rion, for that. So okay, next one, quick update. Don't spend too much time here. Love is in the lair. So you guys really enjoyed that, right? So that was great, it's fun. We enjoyed running that. So essentially, that was a great idea. Super bullish. Haven't said bullish yet today. So that was great, and we will be refunding the 3 random purchases from that from within that time frame by tonight. So who knows? Maybe some of you will win a whitelist spot. Maybe some of you get your vamp refund. Yeah, that's going to be happening tonight. Oh, Mars, he said, I'm never saying Ryan the same way again. That's because I call him Rion. Okay, Rion.
Okay, the
Yep,
next
next
one
one,
is
Ryan.
on the Heroes of the Dark. I know quite a lot of people have been loving playing the game. That's something we've actually had in the works for a couple of months now, working with Gameloft and the Heroes of the Dark team to bring the Vamps into a mobile game. I know they're already a great and established game that a lot of people are interested, so it's great to see the Vamps downloading and playing the game and actually enjoying it as well when they didn't necessarily know about the game before. So this is just a reminder that there are whitelist spots up for grabs through playing the game. We partnered with them to give away 50 whitelist spots through the game. And simply to be able to get one, you have to download through the link which is in our announcements. So make sure that you've downloaded Heroes of the Dark through our special link, and as long as you've done that, you will be entered if you do reach the requirements. I know I've seen a lot of few people saying if there's any form they have to fill in, or if there's anything specific they have to do to be able to be eligible if they are playing the game, but that's not the case. As long as you download it through our link, you'll be included, and the only thing you have to do is reach 25,000 power within the game. So if you've been playing the game, you'll know what that means, and it's not too much of a difficult feat either. You can get to it. I know a lot of people. I've seen someone say they played for 8 hours the first day, and they got to that power level. So it is definitely a thing to reach. So if you do want to play the game, that's still running until tomorrow. It ends tomorrow at midnight. So you've got just over 24 hours. So there is still definitely time for that. If you want to download and play Heroes of the Dark. I know people who have been playing it have loved it, so I'm sure if you want to check it out, you should do that.
Yes, you should in fact do that. The game is awesome. Game is fun. If you type in SVS in the game chat, you'll actually see quite a lot of vamps there. So that's always good fun. So next thing is the sneaky snapshot. So, between 4 to 8 weeks after our Gen 2 launch, we will be giving out a special gift, sneaky special gift to those who hold their vampiresses very dearly. So essentially, what this means is that you all you got to do is pretty much you just got to keep Gen 1 and the vampiress that you minted in your wallet or that you were staked. That's pretty much it. This is not going to be a one-time thing, and this is something that we're trying to include in the sense that this is where something we're trying to include that so we can continue building on this and hope to give loyal and long-term holders and stakers something via snapshots that that they can keep or have value for. Essentially, we're just trying to reward our long-term holders and stakers, with some additional value.
And then the last thing I think, which is on our agenda to go through at the beginning, is in case anyone missed, on Valentine's Day, we also brought out the information on the perfect pair, which is what we're calling basically holding both your Gen 1 and Gen 2. So essentially, the vampire or the vampiress that your vampire mints is going to be the perfect pair. So, say for example, you hold Gen 1s now, and you're going to use your two Gen 1s and mint two vampiresses. Each of those will have a partner. So, for example, Vampire 1000, say he mints Vampiress 1500, they will be the perfect pair. And then there's not too much details that we've released so far on this. But essentially, when the blood pact comes down the line, if you use your perfect pair, you'll be receiving benefits. The two that we've said so far will be that the cost will be 50% what it would be otherwise, and then the cooldown between performing the rituals will also be 50%. So obviously, you'll be able to form the blood pact between any vampires and vampiresses that you want. There's not going to be any limit on that. If you purchase one on OpenSea afterwards, because she's got certain traits that you like, you'll still be able to do that. But there'll also be the benefits from if you do stay loyal, you hold your Vampiress daily, as we've said, you'll be able to receive these benefits. So I've seen quite a lot of people interested in this, and it's a very good sort of thing because it's going to make people think whether they would, want to stay loyal to the one that they mint and receive these discounts, or maybe they would rather more hand-pick traits and pick one up on the secondary market. So we've seen good feedback on this so far, and we will be putting more details out closer to the time, as that's a bit down the line. We just wanted people to know before the Vampiress mint happens, that there are going to be benefits to you holding on to the one that you mint.
Was muted. Yep, perfect. Thank you so much, Ryan. So next thing, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the Slido section. But before I go into the Slido, I think T has some updates for us with marketing side of things.
Yeah, absolutely. Hope everyone is doing well. So yeah, you guys have seen a lot of information coming out on the socials. Believe it or not, there still is a lot that is still to come leading up to the pre-sale in the next couple of days. So there's going to be a lot more information being pushed out. But one of the bigger things is that we've established contact and have started working with our PR agency, our PR firm, Market Across. I just put their link in the chat. You can see some of their clients. But they're one of the biggest. We started working with them back in December for the Scream collab, and they were able to get us a lot of coverage. So this time around, we're not going to focus on coverage just before the sale or after. It's actually going to be both. So we should start seeing some coverage, around the pre-sale or a little bit before, definitely before the public sale, and then afterwards as well before reveal, to sort of keep the momentum going. So we're going to see a lot of press coverage, and it's going to be targeted for bigger publications. It's not going to, like last time we had a lot of repeat, copy and paste articles on some of these smaller sites, and we're going to be focusing on bigger ones this time around. So yeah.
Yep, that's correct. So we are going to be pushing out more PR-esque marketing from before whitelist and before reveal. So there's as much exposure on SVS as possible, and that is going to be a good time. So essentially, okay, here guys, the normal process is now we go on to Slido. We answer quite a bit of Slido usually, but if you guys look at today, there's quite a lot of people in here. There is actually a ton of hands up right now. So we're going to quickly go through maybe 3 Slido questions. Slido. And then we are going to go straight and talk to you guys.
Okay, so the
So
first
I
one,
think, yeah.
I think it's the most upvoted one, and that's from Bookjob, and he says, "What is the Gen 2 utility going to be besides breeding?"
So obviously, the Blood Pact, as we like to call it, is going to be one of the largest parts of Gen 2 utility. But besides that, we are also going to include other part of uh, utility with Gen 2, right? So the female vamps, the vampiresses, it's not just about breeding. So there will be other stuff that will be integrated with them as well. They will still be able to earn blood. This is some other question, but it's going to be done in a little bit of a different way. It's not going to be as direct and straightforward as the first gen where you just take them. So this is stuff that we've already pre-planned and we're going to be announcing soon with what utility is coming for the female vamps. So next question I'm going to ask Rion is anonymous, of course, asked, Gen 2 will generate 1,000 plus Ethereum. Can we have transparency on how much, he put capitals for that one, will be reinvested into the project and where, question mark, i.e. Doodles have Doodle Bank?
Yeah, I did see another question on this as well, saying, will there be a treasury or blood bank for all of the F you will be receiving from the female vampire mint? What is the plan with these funds? I know a lot of people have said this since the Gen 1 mint as well, that they would like more transparency into the funds, and especially, almost having an influence on how they will be spent, similar to Doodles. So we will be putting out a post, I believe, tomorrow, and that's going to outline how the SVS blood bank is going to work. But essentially, yeah, we are going to have an amount set to the side in the community wallet, in the blood bank, and then we'll be almost reviving the DAO as well. So once we get suggestions from people, we'll be able to put them live on a DAO, and we'll be able to see exactly what people think. If you want us to go to a specific influencer, you want us to purchase certain things to give away to loyal holders, anything along those lines, we'll be making use of that with the DAO and with the community vault that's going to happen with some of the proceeds from the Gen 2 mint.
Yes, perfect.
And then the next question was, where will you be able to use the pixel vamps and the 3D vamps once they come out?
So essentially, as you guys know, the pixel vamps and the 3D vamps are one of the larger parts of. Oh, Mars said we want physical rubber sucky duckies. Damn. Maybe we might have to use some of that community wallet to make some of those for everyone. No pressure. So anyway, yes. So let's continue. So okay, so where we'll be able to use the pixel vamps and the 3D vamps. So essentially, as you guys know, that's a big part of the utility with blood and what we try to do with SVS. So um, now that we have actually already shipped out the pixel vamps, now what we are working on actively is with our partners to make them, essentially to integrate them into every possible project that we can right now. So that's something that we're pushing, and after Gen 2 is minted and done, we're going to push through for it, and yeah, for sure. So before we go on to raising people's hands, sorry, Rion, I just need to make an announcement. I know some people are wondering maybe why Freddie isn't here right now. So yeah, we just thought that we would let you know that Freddie, he's been having a little bit of health issues lately, so he's not feeling the best, but he's fine. So don't worry about that. It's just that we just let him take a little bit of time off, and yeah, he just had some tests done and things like that. So there's no stress, but we just thought it's okay. He's not going to be here just for today, and then it's not going to affect Gen 2. Nothing like that. We have everything ready internally. We're just following our internal schedule and rollout. Hope you guys are enjoying all the announcements. It's just that, yeah, since we have everything prepped and planned and ready from beforehand, we thought it's okay if he just takes a little bit of rest. After all, health comes first, right? I hope you guys take note of that even with yourselves, you know. Don't grind those whitelists too hard, you know. And yeah, that's about it. So now we will be bringing up people from the lair. There's so many of you guys here with your hands up today, so we're super excited to speak to you. We've missed you. It's been, I think, 2 weeks since the last AMA. So let's get going.
Yeah, and hopefully, because there are quite a lot of hands today, if you can try and keep, your sort of question to, so we can get through as many as possible. If it's more of like a suggestion or anything, feel free to drop it in the community suggestions, and hopefully we can just get as much interaction and get through as many people as possible today. So first,
Yes,
I've
let's.
invited Coconut Head.
Hello, Thrall. I will always finish fast. Let me up. Yes, you will be let up later, Thrall. Hello, Coconut Head. Has he joined? He has not.
He's not.
I say everything out loud, Thrall.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Cool that you have me here. Thank you. So I have this question. It's what is the long-term vision for the Sneaky Vampire Syndicate? Like, what do you see this in 5 years, maybe 10 years from now?
Essentially, since we began minting, we've been working full time here. So our long-term vision is obviously to grow SVS as a brand to a state where it can go as large as possible, right? Essentially, so obviously you know, we work in, day out, every day, and we've been trying to work with partner with as many people in and out of the NFT space as possible. So an answer would be in 5 to 10 years. I can't answer you where we'll be. Maybe we'll be at Gen 69 by then, but who knows? But essentially, we just we're just gonna keep growing the brand as large as possible. Honestly, we just keep working with as many people in and out of the NFT scene, and we keep pushing for as much growth as we can. Because as you guys know, maybe some of you are new here. Actually, I do see quite a lot of new faces here. That in December we partnered with Paramount Pictures, the first NFT project to partner with such a large scale multi-million-dollar film company. We also have we're working on our very own unique legit very big brand merch. So essentially we're building a new merch line with a very big established company, and essentially these are all things that we've done, and it's only been 6 months. So it's only been 6 months since our initial mint, and we have already made such big strides in how far we're progressing. So yeah, that's definitely just the idea is to just keep going and keep going and keep going. So I think on the marketing side and long-term growth, maybe T has some words on this as well.
Yeah, I mean, really, the keyword is just growth. We started up at like such a good time, where the market wasn't as saturated as it is today, and it was things were really starting to fire up. So we're sort of just taking advantage of having launched then, and the resources and the following that we've sort of just built, and like 2D mentioned, just grow out the brand and really push the boundaries, because I mean you can't really stay static in the space, otherwise you kind of just fall off. You got to always kind of go with the tides and kind of like do what's popular, but also at the same time innovate and do things differently. So it's really important to just stay active on the project, like we have been 24/7 for like the past 6 months. So really, yeah, it's just growing and just staying consistent and taking advantage of our resources wherever we can.
Perfect. Yeah. Thanks
Oh
a lot.
yes, that
Yeah.
is a great answer, T. Honestly.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. This space moves very fast, and it's good that you guys keep growing with it and evolving. That's amazing. And let's get all the way to Gen 420. Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you so much for your question, Coconut Head.
Thank you.
Okay, next up is Quiet Storm. Hello.
Living up to your name, I see.
Oh.
He's always so quiet. Also, hey guys.
Hello, Kras. How are you?
What's up, Brian?
How are you? Hey yo, Cryas. How's everything with you while we wait for Quiet Storm? Oh, he dipped.
Yep. Okay.
So busy.
I've invited.
So
Yeah,
busy.
kind
But a
of
good
like
thing.
it was awkward, kind of like the elephant in the room, but it's okay.
Okay, I invited Marigno up. Oh, Quiet Storm is also back, so I invited him too.
Also, the beta's going wild right now. It's a good time.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, guys. Thanks for kicking me up. I've been here in the space with you guys pretty much since the beginning. Missed out on Mint, but shortly after that. Happy to see the growth since the sneaker project that we dumped out and the new projects that you've brought in. Feel the projects have been very beneficial to grow our brand in the space. So definitely appreciate that. Just had a couple of quick questions for you guys. Um, the first one was about
Damn. Do be quiet. Might be one of the only people I know who really live up to her name like that, Um,
Um,
I see the mute button go on and off. This is almost something. You remember the guy who had the Discord notifications going off the whole time?
we need him back.
I saved him.
We need him
They're
back.
they're actually an alpha helper now. They've been moving
Oh,
up the
really?
rank.
Which one is he?
Yeah.
I want to know.
I think it's Vegito.
Oh, he's not online. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, Mars told me to include the word elephant, and I did, but she didn't even hear it. Where's Mr. Beep, though?
Good old Vegito, man.
Mr. Cupcake.
Okay, maybe we should go on to Marigno's question.
Marigno, maybe you can answer. You can ask the question.
Hey guys, sure. Happy to be
Hello.
here. Thank you for having me on stage. Been a holder since Mint, and it's been quite a ride. But I got a question. I had some situations personally, and for a moment there, I wasn't like staking my Vamps. I sold and bought back again. Right now, I'm going to mint the Gene 2, but I'm wondering like, what's the reason behind having to use blood for everything, right? Because like, from being a holder, like I'm still not getting like any like I don't get like to 100 blood right now. I took the account, I get like to 92, so it's like sad. I was trying to get some from other place, but I'm just wondering like, what's the reason to use blood in the whole ecosystem? Can you explain more on that?
Essentially, yeah. So essentially, what we're trying to do is, that is the aim of it in the sense that when you stake for something, there needs to be something that gets returned, right? So for us, it's the blood token. It is the utility token, right? So it means that everything that we do around SVS is going to keep like being reintroduced with the blood token, right? So the whole idea is that we are giving extra benefit to people who do have blood and kind of like incentivizing them to stake their vamps and reward them for the process. So obviously, like some super cool things we do is like the whitelist auctions and whitelist raffles, and then our blood discount. Also, Pixel Vamp, 2D Vamp, 3D Vamp. Jeez, can't be talking about
2D
myself
Vamps.
like that. Yeah, 2D Vamp, do be 2D. Yeah, the idea is that we keep evolving the ecosystem and keep building it around blood. One day this is going to be the idea is to make it as big as possible, and even when we do interact with other people and other projects, that we try to include blood in them. So yeah, that's essentially, we're adding value to the token, adding value to blood, and seeing what comes from there.
And that's also like why we plan to include so many things with blood, is that's almost like 2D said exactly what our plans are. If you're a loyal supporter and you've been staking your vamps, which means you're invested in the project, you're not necessarily looking to sell it instantly because you've staked it and you want to earn the blood to be able to get the other benefits, then that's exactly why we want to be able to be giving those sort of people the access to our private label champagne and the pixel vamps and things like that. So obviously there's going to be a lot of things that we have in the ecosystem such as like the alpha whitelists, you know, and you can still mint with ETH. So it's not going to be that every single thing revolves around blood, but then at the same time, there's also going to be benefits such as the champagne, the pixel vamps, and the 3D models, you know, where you're almost being rewarded for staking your vamp.
Gotcha. Thank you guys. Thank you for explaining that to me.
Thank you. Okay, next up is 3 Muskin.
Hello?
Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello.
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Very well,
How's
thank you. How are you?
everyone?
We are
Good,
good.
good. Excited. I just saw the new sneak peek. It's something special.
Well, that's all thanks to Mig. You know, he is as talented as it gets.
And it's not even a 1 of 1.
I assumed it was a one of one, but the Sparkle Kitchen told me no, the background is plain, so it's definitely not a one of one.
Yeah, that's what we thought. We thought some people might end up thinking that it would be a 1 of 1.
Okay, well, I'm excited about Gen 2, everyone is. So I have just a couple of questions. And maybe, well, it's a recommendation with a question to start off with is Gen 1 gets the alpha. Will Gen 2 get the alpha channel with the whitelist spots availability, even if they don't own Gen 1? Because we think it's a bad, like, Gen 1 should be rewarded, you know, to own that.
Yeah. So as it stands, Gen 2 on its own will not get any of the alpha benefits. So that should be for Gen 1. It originated with Gen 1. And that's the way it's going to stay for now. We don't plan on giving it to Gen 2 holders on their own, but maybe something down the line where if someone owns both, we could include it or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have seen
Also,
the last few days a lot of people saying that we should change the requirements so that you have to have the Gen 1 and Gen 2, which I'm not sure what everyone's opinion would be. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people who think that it should stay how it is. So it's definitely going to be a tricky one to balance whether we would change that. Maybe there could be a way where there'll be certain whitelist spots where you can only get access if you have both, so almost like a tiered system or something like that. But obviously nothing's set in stone at the minute, but we're open to hearing suggestions on how people think that could work the best.
okay, yeah, no, that sounds reasonable. I mean, Gen 2 is a must either way, which is what everyone agrees on. Because I mean, it'll incentivize people to buy in now. Also, regarding rewarding people, I mean, you said there's going to be a drop if you're holding Gen 1 and the perfect pair. So regarding that, any insight on what that drop might be, or is it going to be like anything about it, or it's a secret?
It is a sneaky surprise. It's definitely going to be something, and it's going to be something that we believe most people will enjoy. But yeah, that's not something that we can say right now before Gen 2 even drops. This is it's only going to be the first one of these. We're going to do this long term, and keep pushing stuff like this out. So yeah.
Okay. And regarding Gen 2, it releases, then what's next? Like, what happens with marketing? Do we go back into a stale mode, or like
No, we
what
keep
pumps?
pushing. We keep pushing, trying to grow our brand, and keep pushing for marketing. We have the community wallet, the blood bank. We're gonna let some DAO votes up. Let reinvigorate the DAO. Let you guys get some votes out and see how that goes from there.
Okay. Okay. One last thing is, what about somebody who owns everything from bats to perfect pair? I mean, that should. I mean,
What's that?
first, yeah.
Yeah, if anyone has the full set, then well, there won't be a full set until the actual Gen 2 companions come out. So when that does come out, and then we can do something for someone who holds the full set like that. We plan to do this long term anyway, so that's definitely something that's easy to add into the roadmap and pipeline.
Regarding the perfect pair as well, I don't think it's marketed very well. Like I'm in other projects and everybody wants to get a whitelist for Gen 2, mint and flip it, which is natural, healthy, creates volume.
Yeah, I mean, we're not saying not to sell it. We're just saying that maybe some. I mean, you only have to hold a one, right? So we're not saying that you don't have to sell it, or we're not trying to say anything. Just that some people, this is something that has come up in many AMAs across the last weeks. That they want to be rewarded for holding some things long term. If you want to sell and flip, you can flip. That's completely fine. People that do want to hold long term and have no intention of selling immediately or anything like that, then we just thought it would be nice to reward them.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That wasn't my concern. My concern is it's not being marketed enough that there is something that is a perfect pair. There was one post about it, and it wasn't very clear to everyone, but even the outsiders, because others are like, we'll just buy Gen 2 or get a whitelist, whatever. I'm saying if they know what Gen 1 and Gen 2
Yeah,
titles you to.
Yep. But that post only went out yesterday. It was only announced yesterday. We have like a lot of announcements to push through for everyone in chat. A lot of exciting things coming until we do mint, and then we will re-push anything that needs to be pushed. Yeah.
It's
So no
it's
worries.
already on the content schedule. There's going to be more about the perfect pair coming out too. So that was just like the initial announcement. We had to get it out. But there's going to be more like infographic type stuff, and the same information. We're gonna just keep on pushing it out as many different ways as we can, just so it sort of sticks with people and it gets maximum shareability.
But thank you so much, Stream Musket. Unfortunately, it was like
no, I was done. Thank you. I appreciate
no
your
worries.
time.
Yeah,
And
there's like there's 15 hands up, so no worries. Thank you so
I
much for
got
coming
the
on and
Sparkles
speaking to us.
Kitchen was writing. Cheers, buddy.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Okay, next up is Flame.
Yo, what's good, Vamp fam?
Hello, how are you, Flame?
I'm doing good. What's good, Dr. Crass? It's always great to hear from you guys. I'm glad there wasn't an AMA last week because I was super busy, but I'll keep it super short. Just wondering how do you guys just carry on greatness from everyone just like hating on you guys kind of for months of just like, hey, where's this, where's that, where's the promos, where's that? And you guys just keep on moving on, just putting in that work. Can you tell us what it is about that greatness?
It's just about pushing through, man. At the end of the day, some people do join in. They just want floor price, when moon. But good things take time. We've been, we started this with the intentions for building this long term, right? Before, as at the moment we had the idea for SVS, we've all been doing this, full time, and it's something that we just work on it every single day. We spend hours together every day in Discord and voice chats. We have, tons of calls every day as well with, multiple partners, continuing to grow, That's what are the kids saying these days? I see in chat, pushing P, just like when new people come in and then they say, when Coinbase, when Moon. It's like, it's not as simple as just like announcing things as soon as we know, right? We've been talking to Coinbase since October, right? Just that we could only announce it. We could only announce it in like late January or around there, right? It's just not that. It's regardless, irrespective of floor price, we have an idea, we have a vision, and where we want this project to be by then. So we just keep pushing on until we get there. We just do as much as we can to make everyone as happy as possible and grow this in the right direction. That's essentially all it comes down to.
Oh man, tacos help too.
Yes, sir.
Huge respect to you guys. I really appreciate the hard work. I knew, you guys are working super hard in the background. I'm sure the people that stuck around definitely knew. But thank you so much for reals. This has been a wild ride. I'm sure it's been even wilder for you since you've invested so much of your time.
For sure, but you know what? Thank you, man. It's people like you guys in Discord every week that come up, it's come up, speak to us. I see you guys in the chat every day. As busy as we are, I try to hang out, speak to everyone in the lair, at the end of the day. And it's you guys that make this worthwhile for all of us. So yeah. Thank you.
Awesome, man. Of course, dude. I just have one question for Migs. Did you get any inspiration for these sexy Gen 2 vamps?
Yeah, actually. So there's pretty much um, two ideas that came to mind. If you look at the idea behind the male vamp, it was basically when the guys first approached me, they wanted sort of goofy kind of vampire. Nothing too serious. And so with the male vamp, I tried to execute that. And for the female vamps, I was just I thought I think they need a bombshell counterpart. So I was trying to think up of ideas, and it was actually the idea came from my daughter. She's 4 years old now, and she's in this Disney princess stage. She's watching all the old Disney movies, Disney Renaissance period, and I thought, what if I made like a kind of uh, evil Disney princess? And when I showed the guys the first look at it, Popcake actually said he looks like an evil Disney princess, and he hit the nail right on the head. So I must have done a good job. And yeah, that's that, man. That's that.
Dude, we appreciate it. It looks pretty steezy, so thank you very much, man. Good shit. I'll get out the stage. Much love, much respect, and I will continue the ride.
Thanks, mate.
Right.
Okay, next up is Digger Wen. I hope I said his name right.
You guys hear me?
We can.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, big fan of everything, and I really appreciate the Charitable video here.
When you mic.
Right. Cool. I think it'll be the effort effort for Gen 2 prep. We appreciate that. Appreciate that. I have a
Digger when you
I
mic.
think it's kind of a long-term question.
Uh,
So I think for now, the Gen 2 is. You guys can hear me, right? Yeah.
Just
now
about.
we can.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Now we can. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Okay. Let me start over. Okay. Huge fan of SVS, and I really appreciate the efforts for the Gen. So I have a like sort of a long-term question. So for now, I can see the Gen 2 is more. It's like building based on the Gen. I mean, surrounding the Gen 1. But how do you position the Gen 2 in 2 years from now? Because I'm asking this because in the sense of I think in general, the more following drops we have, it's kind of thin out the revenue that from the entire ecosystem. So I'm wondering if Gen 2 will have some. It's a kind of like a sub ecosystem of a little bit of its own thing, and like in the future, like 1 or 2 years later from now.
No, it's a bit hard to understand, but I think from what I gather, what's going to happen with the ecosystems as we go through the years, right? So essentially, we just keep even though we have new things coming and coming over time, you know, the ecosystem is actually centered around blood, and that's not just from staking. Like, you know, we're going to keep adding things from each drop that we do that interacts with our ecosystem, and that when we do grow as an ecosystem, every part of SVS does grow alongside with it.
Okay, thanks. I think my question is that will the Gen 2 have its own like small ecosystem in the future, in the long run?
No, essentially we're all around the SVS ecosystem in general, but Gen 2 will have its own highlight points if that answers the question.
Okay, cool.
We have.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for the question, Digger. When you Mike, and maybe Ryan, you can pull up the next person.
Okay, next up is Thrall. It's always nice to get Thrall on.
Oh, Digowen, you're here, so I'll include you. Hey, Digowen, hey T, hey Kraz, hey Ryan, hey Topkick, hey Migwasher, hey Wolf, hey Second Vamp. I just have a quick question in regards to the perfect pair. So you say they cannot be separated. What would happen if I were to sell it, which I won't be, but just for the sake of it? Would I be able to buy it back and then it would still be the perfect pair? And further to that question, if I sold it to someone and I did a blood pact with that person, would it still be considered the perfect pair, or does it literally never have to leave your companion, your wallet, essentially?
Yeah, so it will be able to leave your wallet. You'll be able to stake it or hold it, or like you said, if you did sell it and buy it back, that would be fine. Because essentially, we're just going to be noting, you know, which vampire number mints what vampiress number. So it's going to be tied up like that, you know. So we'll make it known, and I'm sure we'll add something on the site, so you'll be able to see who each vampire's perfect pair is. But I suppose in that sense, yeah, it wouldn't matter if you did sell it and buy it back, because it's going to be tied between the two IDs. So then, like you say, if you are going to do the blood pact with someone else, or a different vamp, or one that you buy, or you know, borrow a vamp to someone else, then it's not going to be the perfect pair. It literally has to be the vampire number that mints that vampiress, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so does it have to be I have to have both, or like if I gave it to Second Vamp and he had it and we had a blood pact, it would, if they were the perfect pair but in separate wallets?
Yeah, I think maybe this would be best. Wolf can finish answering this question. You know.
Okay.
Lead developer.
Yeah, so we're gonna set them in the contract whenever you mint. That's what's gonna happen. So, as Ryan said, if you sell it, it will still be your perfect pair if you manage to get it back afterwards. Regarding the other question about the using it against someone else's wallet or doing it with someone else, I don't know if we settled on that yet, but I think it should be something we should do. Because essentially that's still the perfect pair. It doesn't have to be in your wallet. I'm not sure about that yet, but I'm sure we can discuss that internally.
Okay, guys. And then I just have a second question. This one might be for T. I've noticed a massive influx of great announcements going on, a large push for marketing. Should we just expect this to continue throughout, or is this mostly a push up towards Gen 2?
No, I mean it's not. It is sort of somewhat strategic, but we should sort of see these throughout. I mean, as these partnerships, develop and develop, we're also going to be having more follow up announcements and things like that. And even as we see more new partners arise, we'll keep on seeing them. It's not really just for now. It's whenever we're able to get them, and yeah.
All right, thanks, guys. Those are my two questions. Great answers. Have a good one, folks.
Thank you for coming up, Thrall. In case for
Bye, T,
anyone
bye,
that's
Kraz, bye,
new,
Ryan, bye, Top.
wait, Thrall, before you leave, anyone, the blue names in the chat, in case you guys don't know, Thrall is actually a TV celebrity. He's a winner on Family Feud. He's a TV celebrity. Let's get a clap for him.
Yeah, big clap, big clap. Wait, can I do it? Claps in the chat, guys. Claps in the chat.
Claps in the chat. Thrall do be looking handsome, though. Thank you,
All
Thrall,
right,
for the
thanks,
question.
folks.
Did you know that the normal age for a midlife crisis is 25 as well? Just in case you didn't know. Okay,
Crap,
next
that
up.
sucks.
Next up is It's Britney, bitch.
Do be like that, yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
We can.
Awesome. Yeah, so I just wanted to come up and say congrats on the success of the Sucky Ducky Syndicate. Been very popular. And I just have a couple questions about Gen 2.
Yep, sure thing. And thank you, by the way. We do love the ducks. Let me get a little quack in the chat.
Yeah, we're also going to be doing a contest over the next few days. I know people have already been making a load of duck memes and things like that, so we're going to do something involving whitelist spots. We'll probably announce that later today.
Yep, we're going to do a little Discord-only contest with the little ducks, and then we'll give some whitelist spots away for it. So yes, anyway, continue to your question. So sorry.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, so you guys have said recently that Gen 2 is all about empowering women. I was just wondering if you guys could like elaborate on what that means and how you plan on continuing to do that after the launch of Gen 2.
Yeah. Okay. So essentially, what we mean is that we are trying to push, as much as we can with, like with women in the space. So, we might do something with charity later on as well that is specific to women. But essentially, well, we have something special in line. We have something that we're actually announcing in 1 hour regarding this. So should I drop it early in the AMA? Let me see. Should we say it now, Mig? An early leak?
Okay, maybe I should. Yeah, I mean, it's only an hour. So basically, in Gen 1, we had 8 unique vampires. And we wanted to do the same thing for Gen 2. But instead, we actually got 8 well-known, or some not so well-known, but 8 female artists from the NFT space to do the unique vampires. So they'll be added to the collection.
So we're getting the 8 uniques are going to be done by 8 individual female artists in the scene. Some well-known, some not so well-known. So it doesn't, back to your point about how we plan to bring more attention to this in the space. Like it doesn't matter that some of them are not so well-known. We're going to give them a spotlight. SVS is a pretty big brand by now. And not all artists. Some of them, might be very talented, but don't have sometimes the stroke of luck to get to where they want to be. So us as a brand, and as an entity of this size, we're trying to do what we can to kind of, push some of this attention to other people, and kind of bring more attention to some artists in the scene. So we're all about kind of pushing this narrative, and it's something that we want to keep on doing, even after we mint. So it's been a great pleasure to work with some of these artists, and it's something that it doesn't matter to us whether they're big or small artists, but yeah, it's we're happy that you guys like the announcement that much though. But yeah, that's essentially one of the answers.
That's super awesome. And then my second question, you sort of answered already. I know after the launch of Gen 1, you guys did charitable donations. I was just wondering, and I think the answer is maybe, if you were planning on donating to any like women-led or charities that work to support women after the launch.
Yes.
Yeah, we already have that plan. We will announce it. No worries. Yeah, we're gonna look for some woman-led, woman-focused, and then maybe we can do what we did in Gen 1, where we put up a list of charities which we found, which are also very crypto-friendly, and then we let you guys vote which ones we should donate to, and then we will go ahead and do that as well. So,
Super awesome. Right. Well, thank you guys for having me up.
You're welcome. Thanks for the
And
question.
thank you for answering my questions. Take care.
Okay, next up is Count Morthula. It would be a shame not to get him up, so he has to come. And then we probably have time for 1 or 2 more.
Hello, good afternoon.
What's up, man?
Count Mothula and SVS are the perfect pair.
Yes, it'll be like that.
Congratulations on everything that's been sort of coming your way the last week or so. I think times are really exciting in the lair, and to allude to what everyone else has been saying, we hope that this momentum continues, after the draw. My question was actually stolen by Flame because I wanted to ask Mig what the inspiration behind the Vampiresses were. So I don't really have a question today. Um, but yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, and thank you for all that you do for us.
No, thank you so much, man. It wouldn't be a weekly AMA if Mr. Motula didn't come up and speak to us. So
Yes, and soon with Countess Mothula as well. So we
Nice.
want to get her up here and do a perfect pair routine.
Nice.
yes, that's going to be very good.
How's the wedding preps going, by the way?
I've been trying to put it off. She's hard at work. I'm focused on Gen 2. So, but a little maybe sneak peek is I'm trying to set up like a SVS wall at the after party. So similar to what you guys did with Jake Paul. We're gonna have like a little wall, and we're gonna display like the Vamps, the Vampresses, the Bats, and then the companions that come with Gen 2. And so look for that. I've already spoke to the wedding planners about it, and yeah, it's gonna be fun.
And did she okay this idea, or is this going to be the shortest wedding in human history?
So I think at first she wasn't okay with it when it was just the Gen 1s, but now she's seen how sexy these Gen 2 Vampresses are. I think she's all in.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that's
We
key,
just need
boss.
some Vampain to
Am
go
I
with the
still
wall.
am I still officiating the wedding as planned?
Look for the DMs 2D. We're gonna talk details.
Yeah, no worries. If this legit is gonna happen, we'll try and make it happen. Okay? I'll show up to Mr.
Yeah.
Motula's wedding if possible, for sure.
Yeah, I
Let
think it's in a location that's friendly, but we're not gonna dox on AMA.
Yes, don't worry. We'll keep this private and we'll make it happen, yeah.
let us know if you do need anything, Makila. We can make like a sick video or something for you.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. More to
Yeah.
come. But
For the
definitely the
display.
SBS wall.
Yeah, no, yeah, we can for sure help design that if you need files or videos or something.
Cool. Yeah. So that's how the planning is going. We'll keep you guys posted.
For sure. We would love to hear about how that goes.
Thank you so much. Can't wait to see my Vampresses.
For real. It's gonna be
Right.
exciting next week. Yeah, we'll do one or two more questions. Okay, everyone. Hello. For everyone who is in the AMA, giveaway is live. Go to the giveaway channel right now and we're giving away some whitelist spots. We're not announcing this anyway, so only people who are actually in the AMA are gonna, get access to this. Go, 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 go. Let's type in giveaways in the chat. Good luck, everyone. As promised, some whitelist spots. Oh shit, giveaway. Oh, giveaway. All right. CC might not be with us anymore, so very bullish. Let's get someone else up. Is there anyone else who wants to come up?
I'll do Benny or Bethrini.
Bethrini.
Wait, hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
What's up, yo? I think
How are you?
Third, what's up? But I just want to say, bro, let's effing go, bro. I'm hyped for the new female vamps to come up. Yeah, bro, I've been following this project for a while. think I found it through Top Kick. So I just wanted to say y'all are doing really good. I'm hyped. I like the little game you guys got going on. But yeah, bro, just keep it up. Again,
Thanks, man.
I've been pretty much answered, but I just want to say what's up. So
Damn, did you know Top Keg's actually a dad now? It's kind of insane.
for real, he's
Yeah.
not the Yeezy bots anymore. I like he traced me. All right, yo, peace out. But I love you guys. Stay up. I'm hyped to see what's up next. So
Thank you. Thanks for
see
the
you, bro.
question.
See ya.
Later, bro.
All right, I think that's it. No more hands up for today.
Oh, there's still kind of two
That's it.
hands. I don't know if we can, you know, if you want to go
Maybe we'll
another.
just do one last one. Just one last one, I guess.
Okay, we'll go for Hodl Me Bro.
It's always a good name. Man said is Wolf part of the team. He literally spoke in the AMA today, boss.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hello.
Hello, Huddle Me, bro. It's been a long time since we've heard from you. Where's Huddle Me, sis? I still remember, you know?
Yeah, she just got home from work not too long ago. It's been crazy, man. I've been having I remember I think when we minted our first like SVS, it was like in September, and now I'm talking to the SVS crew right now. They had me tell you, maybe give me a second. Nah, so it was crazy, right? Now she handed me something right now. But she was when we were minting the our vamps. I remember her sitting at my desk, and I ended up like fucking up like the number. You guys tricked me, and she's like 10 times smarter than me, so she figured it out. So she ended up minting 3. And she's like, I'm never selling these, never selling these. I'm gonna just forget about it, and I'm just gonna be in the Discord. I'm gonna just be busy. But this whole entire time, she's been pregnant. Then we have a newborn. He's like 3 months now, and we've always been like just paying attention to like the announcements, and we always knew that this team was like legit. And all the other projects, we definitely like held for like less than a week and sold. But with this project is it and this team, we knew that you guys were here for like the long term. And to come to like this point, and I remember like sitting down and being like, they have to do like some girl vamps. They have to do some girl vamps. And she's like been holding on and like waiting, and like finally like to this point, like we're finally gonna be able like to mint the new ones. But we also got married last week in Puerto Rico.
Man,
Yeah, man. So it was legit. It was crazy. It was probably one of the best weddings. Well, this is what people are telling me. It's probably one of the best weddings they've ever been to. But yeah, man. So I've been part of SVS. I had a new kid, been married, and it's been legit, man. And you guys, and you know, having all this come to like fruition, you guys keep on, you know, doing what you guys do. It's like blessings. So it's like it's been a good 2022, and I feel like you guys are gonna keep on doing putting out great work, and I feel like the announcements has been cool with me, and like the promos. And that Scream, that was some crazy shit, man. Like I did not know that you guys were even gonna do some like hooking it up with Paramount. Paramount. That's some like crazy stuff, and that's gonna open a lot of doors. And I'm just glad to be part of the ride. And you know, go SVS. Appreciate you guys.
thank you so much, man, for all the kind words and the wise and the famous words of 2D Vamp. That was very bullish. And thank you. Congrats on having a kid, man. Congrats on having baby Vamp. Congrats on getting married. You know, it's awesome, man. It's good to hear that you've had a crazy last couple of months and that, you know, we're super happy that you're still here with us. Obviously, I remember you, you know, like, you know, we do these
Oh, no,
AMAs, we do these AMAs every week. The moment your name got, you know, the moment your name got
yeah,
pulled up,
yeah,
I remembered who you are. I remembered your significant other as well before you got married, you know? Huddle Me Sis. So
definitely.
for real, man, just for some of you guys that may be new in this community, you know, we really do spend a lot of time talking to you guys. We really do spend a lot of time with the community, with each other. We do these AMAs every week almost, you know. And I remember so many of you guys, man, consider you a lot of you guys are our friends. So, you know, it's awesome to be able to
Hey,
kind of
it
grow together
means
through
a
the whole
lot that you
process, you know.
remember. It means a
For
lot that you remember. I'm sure the guys do
anytime,
too as well.
anytime,
Thank
man.
you.
It's been months, but I still remember you, bro. No stress.
Dope, dope, dope. Appreciate you guys. Keep it up.
Thanks so much for the kind words. So I think Chait, that's where we're gonna wrap it up for today. So thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in to this week's AMA. You know, nice little turnout. Always super happy to talk to you guys. I know we haven't done an AMA for 2 weeks, but you know, happy to be back. Happy to be rolling things as usual, super smooth. And you know, look out for the announcements over the next couple of days. And we can't wait to show you guys what the Vampiress look like. So, in normal tradition, thank you and bye-bye. Bye, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, bye-bye.
Bye.